to stand right here and here.
You know we're live.
No.
Yes.
I'm not live.
Please don't do that.
Nobody's Nobody's watching.
I'm watching. And there's 526,000 people watching.
Okay, minus 527,000.
Yes, you are okay.
I'm just sitting here to get a good view of the Steelers.
You are okay right there as long as nobody sits there.
You can sit here if you want. You have no one in mind? Hola. You have the guy underneath. Yeah. He's like, no one's open. What do you want me to do?
All right, PJBT fans, we would like to welcome you to ABC East in Harrisburg, PA for major number 6 on the schedule. The top 7 will be making it to the stepladder here at the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. Besides, welcome to our feed today. How we're going to work today is we're going to have 2 shootout matches. First, 5, 6, and 7 will have a 1-game match. The winner will move on to face 3 and 4. Gene, you got to move. You can't sit there. Thank you. And the winner of that match will move on to face the number 2 seed, and the winner of that match will face the leader.
Yeah, you'll have. What if she sits in the end chair?
Yeah, you can sit on the end chair. That's fine. The end chair is fine. But any place else is. All right, sooner or later, I will get the cards from Tournament Director Matthew, and we will see who our 7 finalists are.
We could talk about them now if you'd like.
All right, hey, you have the computer in front of you, so why don't you tell us who they are?
In the scratch division, your leader at plus 334 is Daniel Oldhouse.
Who's that?
Never heard of him. He has a mysterious father who roams around. Second is Alexis Nyer. Brandon Runk is your 3rd qualifier. 4th is Justin Bone. Curtis Stid 5th. Jack Selmer 6th. And Ben Rhines, your final bowler here for this shootout. It will be Stid, Selmer, and Rhines in the first shootout. The top 2 will move on to face Justin Bone. Winner of that match will move on to face Runk in the first match of the stepladder. Handicap division at plus 222. Your leader was Zach Molinowski. Sydney Bone 2nd, Jennifer Williams 3rd, CJ Lawbach 4th, Logan Chappell 5th, Morgan Gitlitz 6th, and Kyle Comrie your 7th and final qualifier. Comrie, Gitlitz, and Chappell will move on. We'll bowl in the first match. The winner of that shootout will go, the top 2 scores in that shootout will go on to join CJ Lawbach. And then the winner of that match, highest game, will go on to face Jennifer Williams in the first game of the stepladder. 2 shootout games and then 3 stepladders today.
Should be some exciting bowling. He looks happy. He looks cold. Move your mic just a little bit closer to you.
Is that better?
Yes.
Perfect.
You can hear me, I would assume.
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. So, the pattern today was specially made for us by Kegel. It was a long pattern at 47 feet.
Correct.
Which is unusual for ABC East. Historically, we've had shorter patterns here. But it was 21 mils, which you would typically find on a longer pattern. A lot of it was in the middle.
Everyone was expecting short when they walked in the door today. I can tell you that. But I thought overall the your scratch average was, I would say, right around 210 for your match play bowlers. But I thought overall it played very well.
On the mat for introductions.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time to introduce our finalists for our 6th major of the season here at ABC East Lanes in Harrisburg today. We have 7 finalists in each division. We will have 2 shootouts and 2 stepladder matches to determine our major champion. We'll begin by introducing our 7 finalists in the scratch division. Your 7th seed from Forest Hill, Maryland, Ben Rhines.
All right, in the scratch division, qualifying 7th from Maryland, Ben Rhines.
Number 6 seed from Wernersville, PA, Jack Selmer.
AccuJack Selmer is your number 6 seed. He's from Warnersville, Pennsylvania.
Competing in the first shootout, our 5th seed from Elizabethtown, PA, Curtis Stidd.
Curtis Stidd, 6th seed.
The winner of that first shootout will advance to shootout
That means
number
move,
2 to take
please.
on our
Thank
number
you.
4 seed from Jackson, New Jersey, Justin Bone.
Number 4 seed from
And
Jackson, New
also
Jersey,
competing in
Justin
the
Bone.
second shootout, our number 3 seed from Enola, PA, Brandon Runk.
From Enola, PA, your number 3 seed, Brandon Runk.
The winner of that second shootout will advance to the semifinal match to take on our number 2 seed from Lewisburg, PA, Alexis Nyer.
Alexis Nyer from Lewisburg, Pennsylvania is your
And
number
the winner
2
of that
seed.
Semifinal match will advance to take on our tournament leader at plus 334 from Womelsdorf, PA, Daniel Allhouse.
And from Womelsdorf,
Those
Pennsylvania,
are
your top
7
seed,
finalists for today's 6th major in
the kid that I usually find walking down the street to these things, and I bring him, Daniel Althouse.
Okay, now time to introduce.
That's really
our
nice of you.
7
It is.
handicap finalists. Our 7th seed from Exeter, PA, Kyle Cromie.
Kyle Cromie is your number 7 seed in the handicap division. He's
Also
from
in the first
Exeter,
shootout
Pennsylvania.
match, our number 6 seed from Howell, New Jersey, Morgan Gitlin.
From Howell, New Jersey, Morgan Gitlitz, your number 6 seed. We've seen Morgan a
Also
couple times
competing in the
lately.
first shootout,
Yes.
Our number 5 seed from Forest Hill, Maryland, Logan Chappell.
Logan Chappell from Forest Hill, Maryland is your number 5
The
seed.
first shootout will advance to take on our number 4 seed from Bethlehem, PA, CJ Lobach.
Your number 4 seed from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, CJ Lobach.
And also competing in the second shootout, our number 3 seed from Bunker Hill, West Virginia, Jennifer Williams.
Jennifer Williams, your number 3 seed from
Winner of
Bunker
that
Hill,
second
West
shootout will
Virginia.
advance to take on
She averaged
our
196
number
today.
2 seed in the semifinal from Jackson, New Jersey, Sydney Bone.
Sydney Bone from Jackson, New Jersey, your number 2 seed.
And the winner of that semifinal will advance to take on our tournament leader at plus 222 for 9 games. Handicap side, Chapel, Inlets.
That's never happened before here, Skip. And we're offline again.
What do you need me to check?
First off, let's get this on the other side again.
You got plenty of slack back there. every league.
Well, I got bumped off for some reason.
Just
Never happened.
All of a sudden, we lost the internet connection.
It's never happened before in Ether. So I'm thinking somebody might have stepped on the wire.
Oh my God, he just made that catch.
Wait, what happened?
Matt, watch this. He just made this catch. That's why he's the best receiver in the league.
Got to start scoring sometime.
Denver's looking really good. They gonna show up.
The whole way. See you tomorrow. Yeah, we will.
Are we on?
Put the blue cord somewhere where you're not going to see.
Yeah, behind the chair. Behind the chair here. Good.
All right, Skip, that was a little bit weird.
Yeah, we're back, so hopefully we do not have those issues again. We lost the stream. The stream just completely went down, so hopefully those issues are behind us.
That's never happened before when we plug in directly.
All right, on the mat for the start of match number 1.
Okay, bowling fans, time to introduce our finalists for shootout number 1 of major number 6 for the PJBT here at ABC East Lanes in Harrisburg. Okay, on the scratch side, we have number 5 seed Curtis Stidd, number 6 seed Jack Selmer, and number 7 seed Ben Rhines. All bowling 1 game. High score will advance to shootout number 2. On the handicap side, we have number 5 seed Logan Chappell. We have number 6 seed Morgan Gitlitz. And we have number 7 seed Kyle Cromie. Logan will be getting his 23 pins handicap. Kyle will be getting 13. And Morgan will be getting 0. Okay, bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our Shootout 1 finalists.
All right, Skip, here we go.
Just have to make a slight adjustment to the handicaps up there. Handicap was given to the wrong bowlers, but other than that, we are ready to go. Logan Chappell will be getting 23 pins. Kyle Cromie 13, Morgan Gitlitz 0 in the handicap match. Stidd and Selmer will start us off on the scratch side. The winner of these 2 matches here will move on to shootout number 2. Stidd comes up high, leaves the 6 pin. And a strike for Selmer on 6. Morgan up now to start the handicap final. She comes up high, leaves the 3-6-10. And Ben Ryan starts off with a strike. All clean through 1 on the scratch side. Kyle leaves just a 6-pin. Morgan up now for her 3-6-10. She converts her spare. Stid came up high, left the 3-6, whatever it was, a mess, and wound up getting just the 4-pin out of that. Might be a big break for him there moving forward. Jack does not get as lucky though. Leaves the 4-6-7-8, or 4-6-7-9 rather. That's better.
Once again, as always, ladies and gentlemen, our message board is live and operational. Feel free to chime in. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have any questions or comments.
Early 1-pin lead for Ben Rhines over in the scratch match after 2 frames. Stid now looking for his first strike of the match. He will miss just a bit outside. Leaves the 1-2-5. Kyle Comrie takes a 2-pin lead early in his match. And a strike for Jack Selmer. We need some higher chairs.
Yes, we do. Definitely is a little different when you're sitting behind high bar tables, having to see over them.
Ben Rhines' 3rd frame. He comes up high, leaves the 6-10. Good shot there for Stid. Solid 10. And a spare for Ben. Logan Chappell comes up a little high, leaves the 4-7. Kyle Cromie now up on 8, looking to stay clean, leaves the 3-9. Logan looking for his first mark of the match. Makes the 4-7 spare. And the first open for Kyle. $61 for Kyle after 3 frames with his handicap. 51 for Logan and 48 for Morgan. All bowlers relatively within 5-6 pins of each other. Rhines comes up high again, leaves the 6-8 net, 6-8-10. Curtis with his first strike of the match. Open for Ben.
Gentlemen.
We got to put some signs on those seats. Too bad we can't sit at the high bar and do everything there.
You know, if we had wireless mics, we could. Of course, somebody would have to sit back here to make sure our signal's all right. Although then we would get in the way of our own cameras.
That's true. Well, we'd have to sit on both ends.
Yeah.
One day we'll be that technologically advanced.
Hey, it looks like Jacksonville scored again.
Good. I hope they score early and often. Mary and Ian, hello. Thank you for tuning in.
And Ian Berger saying, how's it going? It's going.
Spare for Jack Selmer. Ben Rhines with a 5 count. The everyday 1, 2, 6, 8, 10.
This looks very reminiscent of how game 1 went in qualifying.
Very, very tight.
Yes.
Curtis, fortunate to leave just the 8-pin. Did not throw a very good shot there. Week 7 for Morgan.
Jack comes in high. Leaves the 4-6 split.
Nice spare shot there for Morgan. Kyle right now, giving you a rundown quick, has 91 with his handicap through 5 frames. Morgan with 87 and Logan with 69. So a pretty tight match, about a 20-30 pins between the 3 bowlers.
That's definitely the idea early in qualifying, was just to stay clean. You give up some carry to make some easy spares. Then once they started to break down around game 3, then scores started to go up. That's usually how a long pattern plays.
Jack had a very weak trip too there. Strike is a strike. Ryans gets back on track after 2 opens with a double. Curtis now, who is clean through 7, has about a 13-pin lead over Ryans. 14 over Jack. Up now, looking for a double.
Erica is wishing Morgan good luck. You know, how come no one ever says good luck, Fats, and Skip?
I guess you don't need luck.
When you're this good? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you're this good.
When Skip and Fats walk in, things happen.
Something like that.
Conversion there for Curtis. Stays clean. Maintains his lead.
Actually, the next 2 weeks is the Skip and Fats show.
Yes. Morgan now can actually take the lead here on this 7th frame. Good looking shot there, leaves a 10-pin. Kyle looking to get back on track after that untimely 7-10 in the 6th. He comes up high, leaving just the 6-pin. 3-bagger for Ben Rhines.
That puts him right back in this match.
Yes, it does.
In fact, that actually gives him the lead.
Curtis comes up high, leaves the 3-pin rather. See a lot of the bowlers here using quite a bit of surface. That was something quite a few bowlers made an adjustment to before the finals started, with how tight this pattern has played.
All right, so let's set the stage here on the scratch side. Ben Rhines is up in the 9th. He's working on a 3-bagger. He could really put a lot of pressure with the 4-strike here.
Yeah, 4-strike here really puts him in the driver's seat going into the 10th. And he gets it.
Ooh.
Needed a little bit of a mix there, but he gets 10.
So let's see. Jack could strike out for 201. Curtis could strike out for 204.
And 232 for
232
Ben.
for, right.
So about a 30-pin lead for Ben.
That's going to end Curtis's day.
.610 chop there for Kyle. That will give him 144 after the 8th frame. He is currently your leader. He is up 10 pins over Morgan through 8 frames, but she is working on a strike. She could tie Kyle here with a double.
Actually, this is going to be a big shot for Jack. If he could double here and get a good count, he will force Ben to mark. And that basically ends that.
6-pin for Jack Selmer. .190 with the spare here for Jack. Big double there for Morgan. All right, Ben Rhines is going to be your winner of this match. He's going to move on to shootout number 2. Looks like Ben made a little bit of an adjustment there to see what he was going to get, and he threw probably one of the worst shots of the year and got a strike. All right. I believe Morgan just needs to stay clean here in the 10th. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 94. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Actually, is Logan getting 23 pins?
Yes, he is. So I believe he could get up and strike out to win.
Yes. He
Morgan
could still shoot 199. So actually, he doesn't even need to strike first ball intent. He's going to need to mark with good count.
No, he would have to. No, he has to. He would have to double because if he goes strike spare, that's only 166 plus 23 is 189.
Ah, yes, you are right.
So he does have to double.
Okay.
Logan
Nice.
Logan. Yeah, okay.
The math guy stands corrected.
It doesn't matter. Logan needs the first strike here. 221 for Ben Rhines.
Great
There's
shot.
the first one. A double here will put Logan in the next round. Final scores for your scratch match. Ben Rhines 221, Curtis Stidd 190, Jack Selmer 189.
And he goes high. Looked
And
like that was left all the way, right off his hand.
Good day though for Logan. That's back-to-back weeks getting a cash spot for him, so. Your final scores for the handicap match: Morgan Gitlitz 191. She will move on to shootout number 2. Logan Chappell 189 and Kyle Comrie 173. I was incorrect earlier. I thought the top 2 moved on. It's only the top bowler moves on to bowl the next 2.
Yes.
All right, we're just waiting for Matt here to get the scholarship papers filled out. As Jason said earlier, next weekend we are at Trindle Lanes.
Right up the road.
Yep, for our 21 and under doubles. Tonight is the deadline for the discounted entry if you want to save a couple dollars. We should have some walk-in spots available for next week, but no guarantees on that. So, if you are bowling, I would certainly get your entry in.
Yes. If you can put a deposit, you definitely want to put a deposit.
All right, on to Matt.
Check. Okay, bowling fans, time to give out our awards for shootout number 1 in the finals. Finishing in 7th in the scratch division, getting a $30 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Jack Selmer.
Jack Selmer officially finishing 7th, and what do you say, $30?
Yes.
And our 6th place finisher in the scratch division, getting a $30 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Curtis Stidd.
Curtis Stidd, 6th place finish for him.
Okay, on the handicap side, our 7th place finisher, getting a $30 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Kyle Cromie.
Kyle Cromie, 7th place finish.
And our 6th place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $30 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Logan Chappell.
Logan Chappell, your 6th place finisher today.
Okay, on to our 2nd shootout.
All right, so while we have a few minutes, let's talk about the upcoming schedule. As Skip just said, next week we are at Trindle for an under 21 doubles. Trindle is up in Mechanicsburg, like I said, right up the road from us here in Harrisburg. Then the week after, the Skip and Fat show heads on down to Hanover Bowling Center. That is a regular season event with a 10:30 start time. For those of you adults that may be listening, there is a Buddy's Pro Shop adult tournament that day at Colony Park North. I believe it's a noon start time, Skip, is that right?
I believe you're correct.
Yes. And then after that, we have Major number 7, our traditional Super Bowl Major at 222 Dutch Lanes, which basically starts the second half of our season.
That is the celebration for the PJBT hitting $1 million in scholarship payouts.
Yes.
We will be guaranteeing $500 in each division that day.
Oh, I thought the winner was getting $1 million.
Well, I didn't hit the lottery yet, so.
Gotcha. And then the week after that, we're at my little bowling center, my favorite one, East Lincoln.
Always good to go up there.
Yes. I was just there not too long ago for the PJBT Girls Only event. They always treat us very well there, Skip.
Yes, they do.
And then we go to a new bowling center on the 18th, Midway Lanes, for an adult junior. So that is the next few tournaments coming up on our schedule. As always, you can download our schedule at our website, pjbtbowlingseries.com. And if you're not a subscriber yet to our Facebook page, find us. Search PJBT Bowling Series or PJBT Youth Information page or PJBT or whatever. You'll find us.
Yeah, just type in PJBT on Google. You will find us.
I have to say something, Skip. Now that we're into the season a little bit and we have these new EFX apparel jerseys. They look really sharp.
Yes, they do. If you do not have one, you are missing out. We definitely want to thank Brian Krantz. Brian Krantz has been a real trooper with us, coming out every single weekend, advertising the brand, doing what he can to sell T-shirts. All the PJBT T-shirts that do get sold, we do get $10 added to the scholarship fund. And we certainly appreciate their donation.
And he's a super nice guy.
Yes, he is.
Even though last night on Facebook he questioned whether I have friends.
I can't believe he would say that.
Yes.
You will be seeing the PJBT staff donning the EFX jerseys championship weekend this year. Pit of misery, dilly dilly. Our four bowlers coming in here for the next shootout, finishing up their balls of practice. Brandon Runk and Justin Bone in the scratch side. CJ Lawbach and Jennifer Williams in handicap. The winner of the handicap shootout here will go on to face Sydney Bone in a step-ladder match, and then the winner of the scratch side will face Alexis Nyer on the mat to start our title match.
It's time to introduce our Shootout 2 bowlers for the finals today. On the scratch side, we have number 3 seed Brandon Runk, number 4 seed Justin Bone, and number 7 seed Ben Rhymes. Winner will advance to the semifinal. On the handicap backside, we have number 3 seed Jennifer Williams, number 4 seed CJ Laubach, and number 6 seed Morgan Gitlitz. CJ getting 98, Jennifer Williams getting 6, and Morgan getting 0 for the handicap. Okay, bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our Shootout 2 finalists.
Okay, and away we go. Brandon Runk up first, lane 5. 10 back. I was watching his last game of match play. He had absolutely no look on the pair that he was on.
That's not good.
No. In fact, that's what cost him the 2nd seed. Oh, and our lane's turned off.
Never good when that happens.
Well, that gives us a chance to look up to our upper right and watch a little bit of the football.
Not something we get to do during PJBT season.
Nope. CJ crosses over. He leaves the 1-3-6. Four pin for Ben. CJ misses his spare. Money.
That is going to take care of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jennifer Williams up on 7 for her first frame, puts 10 back. Jennifer been bowling very well the last couple weeks.
Yes.
Has her average now up to the 190s.
In fact, she was our second high girl today
Yes, she was.
of all the bowlers. She received some money for that. In our majors, we pay out the top 2 girl spots, scratch after qualifying.
CJ Laubach with a strike.
Morgan crosses over, leaves the 5 pin.
Strange, the people that walk by our table.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, our PJBT message board is live and operational. Feel free to chime in, ask a question, give a comment. If this is your first time enjoying our channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and you will be notified each and every time we go live on the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. Watch my blue cord, please.
Coming into the set here today is the number 1 seed in the scratch division, Mr. Daniel Oldhouse.
Hello.
I was kind of trying to flag somebody down that bowled today to come back and talk to us, but you were the first person to walk back, so you get nominated by default. Early reactions we got out of match number 1. I know Ben made the comment. They look really tight out there. Is that kind of what you saw in game 1?
On the one lane that I was bowling on, yeah, they were pretty tight to start. Once they opened up, they got pretty easy for me. I played left to fourth arrow all day with some surface and just kept throwing that same ball.
I saw quite a few bowlers trying to play some different lines. It just seemed like the guys that got inside, you know, where you were at, left the fourth arrow, scored just a hair better than the guys that were a little right. Because if you missed right, it was gone.
And actually playing right, it gave you a very early ball reaction. Pretty much if you threw surface right around 7, 8, 9, it might have got 3 off the left. Maybe hit the 2 pin. And pretty much all the oil was 15 to 15. There was some outside, but not a ton.
It was pretty flat from the gutter out to about, what, 10, 9?
I was going to say like 12.
Maybe.
Huh.
All right, we are through 3 frames here in both of our matches. Over on the scratch side, Ben Rhines with the early lead, only a 10-pin lead, but still up 10. Rook now up on lane 6. Comes up light, leaves the 5-9. Over on the handicap side, Jennifer Williams misses her spare by a mile.
Wonder if that dropped off her hand.
It looks like it, because she had the 4-7 and she made the 10-pin. So.
Yes. Yes.
I would certainly think that fell off her hand. CJ has 23 after the 3rd frame, 46 for Jennifer, and 47 for Morgan. 9, 10, 11, about a 60, 70 pin lead for CJ right now. He's getting 98 pins handicap.
So, Daniel, I believe your low game today was 199, which was game 1 in qualifying. Is that right?
Yep.
Your high game was 276, the last game of qualifying.
1 and 2.
On 1 and 2.
That's a good pair in this house. I just typically, you get a good ball reaction at 1 and 2. I had a little more hold than the rest of the house there.
Morgan Gitlitz goes left, gets her first strike of the game. Nothing ever wrong with a little bit of jersey. Ben now looking for the 3-bagger. Comes up high, 3-6-10.
Actually, that might be the 3-6-9-10. It is.
Yeah, it is the 3-6-9-10.
Pretty tricky spare.
On a pattern like this, yes.
Jennifer comes in light. She leaves the 1-2.
Ben chops off the 3-6-10.
Pittsburgh is down to the 3.
Yes.
Yeah, they're, I'll call it now. They're done. Sorry, Rob Jennings. Love you, buddy.
Jennifer misses her spare.
Good shot by Brandon.
Yes. I was going to say you bowled on his pair in the final game of match play. He didn't really have a look on that pair.
That pair, his ball was checking really early on him. And it never really looked like he moved a whole lot. I don't know. I really wasn't watching a whole lot. Did that get picked off?
No, but I believe it's illegal touching.
Illegal touching.
Yes.
Was that a 10-second runoff?
No.
I do not know.
Was it intentional grounding?
No, it was illegal. He threw the ball and it hit one of his linemen.
No, only if it's intentional grounding, I believe, is a 10-second runoff. I
Okay.
could be wrong.
I like that. No, not only do we commentate bowling.
Brandon looking to take a 16-pin lead with a strike here.
It was intentional grounding. So that will be a 10-second runoff. You are correct.
And the messenger hits the 7.
Big shot there for Brandon to get the double there.
He
Keep up.
takes a 16-pin lead.
Yes, he does. The winner of this scratch match will move on to face Alexis Nyer. Cindy Bone will meet your handicap winner.
Ben looking to keep pace with Brandon. That hooked early. Just 10-pin. Well, there's 4 seconds left.
Yep.
Game's over.
They're
And
going to.
that will mean no Pennsylvania teams are making it to the Super Bowl because I'm telling you the Eagles will not make it
The Vikings and the Saints play later after this game.
right after this. That was my
Brandon?
prediction. If the Vikings win today, they win the Super Bowl.
Brandon just leaves the 3-pin. Looked like he went a little wide on that shot.
And I'd be okay with that, Jason. That Mike Zimmer, he's a nice guy.
Yes, he is. My only concern about that game is he hasn't won a playoff game in 21 years. He's 0-10.
Who, Zimmer?
Yeah.
Well, he read the Marvin Lewis guide to the NFL playoffs. So what's the difference? So,
Hey,
Br-
Pittsburgh scored the last play of the game.
They did. Brandon makes the 3-pin. Keeps his lead at 16.
they're going to have to go for 4.
There's 1 second left.
Big miss there for Justin. Gets 6. Actually, he worked out pretty good there, missing right there.
Yes.
Just hit the pocket, you'll make it.
Ben Ryan's up now on lane 5, gets the strike.
That was a really good shot for Ben.
Yes, it was.
16-pin lead for Brandon Runk right now over Ben.
That game reminds me of a college game.
Yes.
Jennifer now up on lane 8. Gets her spare.
Justin makes his spare.
Good spare there for Justin. CJ with a strike. CJ has 165 through 7.
Does the Does the kickoff count as seconds off the clock?
If it hits somebody,
So an onside kick and recover, they would have a chance at another play.
potentially.
Jennifer Williams now up in the 7th frame.
Justin comes in high, leaving the 3-pin.
This is a big shot for Ben here.
Yes.
Ben is in a must double situation.
This would get him within 6. That's pretty good.
Oh, cannot get the 7-pin to fall. Good shot though for him.
Jennifer misses her 9-pin.
Not a good miss there for her.
No.
She is currently at 103 in the 7th. CJ now up in the 8th frame. He is looking for a double.
Oh, Pittsburgh just scooped it.
CJ leaving the 1-5. This is a big shot for Morgan here too, because
Yes.
she needs to start knocking 10 pins over.
Yes, CJ's running out and hiding right now.
Ooh, good
CJ
shot by Brandon.
CJ
He's
is
7.
currently in the 180s. Open there for CJ. 181 for CJ with his handicap right now in the 8th frame.
That was doing of the gold pins from Justin. Leaves a 5-7.
Yeah, he threw that pretty good and just got very unlucky. Speaking of unlucky, 2-4-10 there for Morgan.
Wasn't too hard to leave a 2-4-10 today. Brandon makes his 7-pin, keeps his 16-pin lead. If Ben could strike out, Brandon would need a double in the 10th to shut Ben out. As Brandon can max out at 219 and Ben can max out at 213. Is that right?
Yes.
Good
Big
shot by Ben.
Big strike there. Brandon Ruck now with the chance to walk up and win the match. He needs to double. Double and 5, I believe. Double and 6.
Double and 5.
Double and 5. Double and 5 wins the match.
That's a
Good shot.
Over the handicap side, that's CJ gets 9. That will end the match. CJ will be moving on to face Sydney Bone. Good strike there for Justin.
Brandon looking for one more strike to shut the door on Ben.
And he gets
back.
it.
All right, so
5.
basically stay behind the foul line.
5 pins here. We'll move Brandon Ruck into the final. CJ is currently at 190 in the 9th frame, so that match is over.
Good shot for Justin. He throws one more strike for 169.
Good day bowling today for Justin, too. He bowled well also.
And that is 9 and enough for the victory. For
Yes.
Brandon, he will be taking on Alexis Nair.
Interesting match.
Yes. All right, now let me ask you, Daniel, while you're here, do you have a preference who you're going to face in the finals?
No, not really.
Good bowler takes on all comers.
Yes. I mean, I could see maybe where you'd want to slightly favor Brandon since he's a left-hander, and he's not going to interfere.
I don't
with
think it
your line.
really matters. Because actually, my laydown area is probably going to be left of his. And it's definitely going to be left of Alexis. I don't know.
No matter who you do bowl in the finals, you're going to have a pretty good college bowler as your opponent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Brandon goes to William Patterson, and Alexis goes to Delaware. Is it
Delaware
Delaware,
State.
Delaware State.
Alexis is also on Junior Team USA.
Yes. And Daniel goes to Conrad Weiser.
Whoa.
home of the Scouts.
Yes.
Hey, we're 21-4 in league. That's
Yes,
good.
you
Okay, final scratch scores, 218 for Brandon. Ben Rhines 200 and Justin Bone 169. Brandon Runker will be moving on to face Alexis Nair. And we will say goodbye to the Prodigy as he
Yes.
will go get ready for his title match.
Yes, good luck, Daniel. Make your father proud, whoever he is.
Does he have one of those?
And how he just shrugged his shoulders.
He doesn't know.
Probably doesn't know who it is.
I don't either.
Me either. If I ever find him, though, I got to charge him a lot of money.
Owes you a lot of rent.
Yes. Look at Joe Buck growing some facial hair. He's getting the PA Fats look.
Everybody wants to be like the fat guy.
Mine's coming in a little too gray for my liking.
All right. CJ Lawbach with a 111 scratch, 209 handicap. We'll be moving on. Morgan Gitlitz, 173, and Jennifer Williams, 162.
Okay, bowling fans, time to give out our awards for Shootout number 2 of today's finals. Finishing in 5th in the scratch division, getting a $40 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Justin Bone.
Justin Bone, officially in 5th.
And our 4th place finisher in the scratch division, getting a $40 scholarship, certificate, and award goes to Ben Rhines.
Ben Rhines officially finishing 4th.
Okay, in the handicap division, our 5th place finisher getting a $40 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to Jennifer Williams.
Jennifer Williams, 5th place finish in the handicap division.
And our 4th place finisher in the handicap division getting a $40 scholarship, certificate, and award goes to Morgan Gitlitz.
Morgan Gitlitz officially finishing 4th in the handicap division. All right, so on we go to the semis. Now we go back to traditional stepladder for the last 2 matches.
I'm going to see if I can get a special guest to come in here and help us out a little bit. Okay.
Look at who we got. He just got done playing for the Steelers.
Joining
Big
us
Ben.
now, our fourth place finisher today, Ben Rhines. Ben, good bowling today.
Thank you. Thank you. A little up and down day. Got it. Got the microphone, Josh.
There you go.
So we can hear you.
A little up and down day. Just got a little hairy there at the end. I thought I flag cut shooting 170 the last game of match play, but made it in 7th seed and threw a lot of surface.
That certainly seems to be the thing of the day here. We saw quite a few bowlers before their matches hitting the surface. So
Yeah, I mean, we were bowling on 47 foot, but it wasn't a lot of volume. But this lane surface, this newer Pro-Am lane, isn't conducive to free hook. So a lot of kids got scared and blew up balls. I only did it for the finals because we all thought they were snot tight, but oh well.
still a good day of bowling for you.
Yes, thank you.
Averaged 206 on a pretty tough pattern today.
Yes.
Actually, what'd you shoot your first game of the shootout?
I shot I think it was 218.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
I forgot to put that number in my computer.
that's a little important for stats.
Actually, I have it right in front of me here.
You do? Was I right with 218?
No, I don't. I got to get the card from Matt. But that's fine. I'll get it shortly. $221.
221. I
221.
undershot myself.
We were incorrect. So let's make that a 207.9 average.
9-1. Oh, there we go. Helping my stats.
It's always good to make the drive up here though and have a cash day.
Always is. It's been like that most this year. I think there's only been 2 events where I didn't cash. So, I think one of the events where I didn't cash, I made money in side pots because it was an adult junior. So,
Looks like Alexis and Brandon are discussing strategy over there.
I know we got boyfriend and girlfriend. 330.
Not a bad season.
Not a bad season at all. Not quite up there with Joey Ocello, pushing $2 grand on the season.
Well, he's had a phenomenal year. There's no question about it.
Yes, he has.
Joey has just been there every single week.
Yep. Definite potential for player of the year.
He's the leader in the clubhouse at the moment.
He is.
All right, on to Matt here, and we will get introductions for our semifinal match. As soon as he's ready, and there he is.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for the semifinals of our 6th major of the season. On the scratch side, we have number 2 seed Alexis Nyer taking on number 3 seed Brandon Runk. Alexis has elected to start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have number 2 seed Sydney Bone taking on number 4 seed CJ Laubach. Sydney has elected to start the match on lane 7. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our semi-finalists.
You know, while Matt was talking there, I was looking at Alexis's card. She only qualified after 6 at plus 48. Then she went on a tear in match play. She shot, let's see here, 733
Yeah.
in match play. 231, 256, 246. To go from
that will certainly put you up there as the number 2
Yeah,
qualifier.
730 plus those 90 bonus sticks will definitely help. Now she gets a bowler boyfriend in the semifinal match.
Looking for a little bit of bragging rights. Maybe the loser buys dinner. I don't know.
And side note, last week Alexis and Anthony became, I think, this year's only brother and sister duo to both be on Junior Team USA.
I believe you are correct.
And they will represent our country well.
Yes, they will.
Also another shout out to another PJBT bowler, Michael Martell, making Junior Team USA. So PJBT well represented all
Yes,
over the country. Okay, and we are set to go. It will be Alexis Nyer and Sydney Bone starting off our matches here in the semifinals.
Looks like CJ will be getting 53 pins from Sydney.
Key for Sydney here is going to be make her spares. Don't be intimidated by the big handicap.
If I'm correct, I think CJ won the major at Rose Bowl last year, bowling on a similar pattern to this.
The day after Christmas tournament.
Yep.
He defeated his brother in the finals. Alexis starts off 7 spare, makes her 3-6-10. Sydney makes her 10 pin. CJ and Brandon up now for their first frames. Brandon starts off with a strike.
Ball looks pretty good. He had that same ball motion match against me, and he had the world out there.
He had the world, Skip.
He had the world.
He had the world.
Who said I wasn't paying attention?
Big Ben over there said that Brandon had the world.
When you throw it very good, you create a lot of room. And when you have the right ball in your hand, it even extends that.
Well, Brandon is a very good bowler, so that makes sense.
William Patterson got the bowl in the U.S. Open this past year thanks to his bowling at the ITC singles. Looking to double.
Comes up high, leaves the 6 pin.
Lots of smiles down there now, but I wonder as the match goes on, if it stays close into like the 8th and 9th frame.
If we got a 1-pin match, it might not
Yes.
stay that way.
Yes.
It might be a very quiet car ride home. Spare there for Brandon.
CJ starts out his match with back-to-back opens. He's got 13 after 2. 66 with his handicap. Sydney now up, lane 8. She comes in high, trips the baby split, leaves just a 3-pin.
Very nice shot there by Alexis. Looking to double. Swishes out the 4-pin. There you go.
Sydney up on lane 7, goes a little left, leaves the 3-9.
Ooh.
Brandon
Lower
leaves
10.
the solid 10 pin.
Brandon is currently, I think, a junior at William Patterson university or college up in somewhere in New Jersey, along with some other PJBT alumni.
Good spare there for Brandon. And this is currently a 1-pin match. Parker gets a 6 count there for his third frame. He has 19 scratch, 72 with his handicap. Brandon now. Oops. I called CJ Parker.
Yeah, well,
Right, family.
yes. Hey, what do you know? Minnesota scored.
And Brandon came in a little bit high on that last one, got a little soft, and big forward.
Gets just 1. CJ goes 7 miss. He has 26 in the 4th frame. Sydney now up for her 4th frame. She goes left and swishes around the strike.
What did she just go, PA?
Jersey!
She went home.
Yes, she did.
Alexis comes up a shade high, leaves a 6-pin. And a 5-pin for Sydney. CJ has 79 in the 4th with his handicap. Sydney also in the, will have 65 in the 4th with his spare here. Alexis now up for her 5th frame. Comes up high, leaves the 4-7.
Spare there for Alexis.
She's up.
CJ almost got his spare there. 3 and a 6 there, 35 in the 5th. Runk now up for his 5th frame.
Looks like he liked it.
Much better shot there, puts 10 back. One thing about CJ, he does enjoy bowling.
Yes, he does.
CJ with the 1-2-8, 1-2-8-10. Does not convert his spare.
Yes, he's not getting much going yet this game.
Runk got that one just a hair Left there did not come in. Leaves the a very weak 3-6.
Very weak.
Let me ask you, Ben.
Yes.
From your first shootout match to your second, how much did your pair change?
Well, from that delicious 180 grit IQ I threw, I developed a lot of early hook. So towards, I think, the third or fourth frame of the second shootout match, I had to start chasing it more and more left. And then I had to go from an IQ to a Marvel Pearl to help kind of get it farther down lane a little bit and shape more.
So in your opinion, is Brandon not making quite as good of a shot, or do you think he's getting a little bit of his backwash?
I think he's starting to get a little bit of his backwash, just a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to say he's spray gunned it a ton, but I think his miss room down lane has gotten a little bit smaller from where last game, if he missed out a little bit, he'd still send the head pin across the sidewall and bring it back. Now, like you saw in that last shot, he missed out a little bit and he just light 3-6. So definite a little bit of backwash.
Looks like he might be going for a ball change next time he's up.
Yep, just grab something out of the bag. Sydney makes her 6-10. Sydney Bone now has the lead in that match. Spare there for Alexis. Alexis
She's still up by 23.
Yep, 115 to 92 right now after 6 frames. CJ looking for his first mark of the game.
Looks like Alexis made the move in to try to keep the ball right at the head pin, and it just wrapped, well, lazy 10. So.
It doesn't look like she has a lot of room.
No. Because her scores went up significantly as the day went along, and they started to open up a little bit. And now she's seen the early hook that myself, Jack, Justin, and Curtis created. And it kind of traps her when she has to move farther left. She doesn't quite have the hand to get it around the corner when they're still a little bit tight and get the slap 10 out. But she's a good enough shot maker. She will figure out a way to get that corner out. Good enough shot maker.
I do not think that did what he was expecting.
Don't think so either. Sydney Bone leaving just the 4-pin.
Luckily for Brandon, though, he did leave only just the 3-pin, so
yes,
the ball change did not give him anything unmakeable.
The stat that they just showed is why I think Minnesota is going to win it all.
And what stat is that, PA?
They're giving up their defense on third downs, only 25.2% of third down conversions. That is the best since 1975 when Minnesota had 25.1%. They are 6% below every other team, the second place team in the league.
That's a good stat.
Yes.
It is.
All right, Brandon now, is he staying with that same ball?
I don't know.
See here when he throws. Looks like he is. Made a little bit of an adjustment.
Switched him out.
Yeah, just a hair light gets the strike.
Looks like he went from a Columbia 300 Sabre to a hammered Bad Intentions. A little different shape. Well, similar shape, a little stronger.
Sydney Bone now with about a 35-pin lead. Alexis now up on 6.
Very
Pretty
good shot.
Good looking shot there from her. Maintains her 23-pin lead.
So as it stands now, Alexis can punch out for 234 and Brandon 211.
Yes.
So
As Brandon has not caught up in the last 3 or 4 frames. 1 pin. Been staying right at 23.
Big double here to really put the pressure on.
and a 4-pin.
Just a hair high. Good shot, though.
Over on the handicap side, CJ is up in the 10th. That is pretty much going to end his day. He will shoot with his handicap, 126. So Sydney Bone will be moving on to the finals.
All right. If Brandon strikes out here, he would force Alexis to double an 8.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see what sort of an adjustment Brandon makes off that last ball change. That is not
Yes.
going to help
He
at
did
all.
not like that off his hand whatsoever.
All right, he's going to be looking for 2 here, and then he's going to need a pretty big 10th frame.
Actually, basically his day is over.
Yeah.
Unless if he makes this.
Alexis will essentially just need to keep the ball in the lane.
Yes.
Yep. Keep ball in the lane. Stay behind the line.
So then we will have the top 2 seeds meeting up in both the scratch and the handicap division.
Final score for the handicap division: Sydney Bone 171, CJ Lawbuck 126.
Any big 4s again on the left lane.
Smart move here by Alexis. She's won the match. She's just going to switch balls and see what kind of reaction she gets.
So she was throwing a code red. I think she grabbed an IQ Tour solid. If I'm correct. No, that's an intense.
Got a little bit smoother ball reaction there out of that.
Yep. Looks like she might have another look.
Yeah. Be interested to see how his line is going to affect hers, because he's going to be definitely left of her.
Yes. Throwing, I mean, the practice parry, it looks like a jackal from
That
over
is
here.
what he's throwing.
So that could.
I tell you what, Ben, you really know your bowling equipment.
It's like I work in a pro shop or
Yes.
something.
Yes. All right, 214 to 153 victory for Alexis over Brandon.
And on that note, I say good day to you guys.
Yes.
I will see you all at Trindle hopefully next week.
All right, thanks
Yes.
for joining
You're
us.
welcome. Take it easy.
division. Getting a $75 scholarship, certificate, and award goes to Brandon Rung.
Brandon Runk, $75 for his third place finish in the scratch division.
And our third place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $75 scholarship, certificate, and award goes to CJ Lawbach.
CJ Lobach, third place finish in the handicap division, $75 into his scholarship fund. All right, now we get ready for the finals.
Okay, on to our title matches for the major.
All right, so while the bowlers warm up, once again, we'll go through the upcoming schedule. Next week, we have an under 21 doubles at Trindle Lane in Mechanicsburg. If you would like a discount, you need to put a $20 deposit down by midnight tonight. You could do that on our website at pjbtbowlingseries.com. Then the following Sunday, the 28th, we will be down at Hanover Bowling Center for a regular season event. Also that day for you adults, there is a Buddies Pro Shot tournament that Matthew will be running. That will be at Colony Park North. That is a noon start time. Then the week after that, Major number 7, Super Bowl Sunday. At 222 Dutch. We will make sure you're out plenty in time to go watch Minnesota beat New England in the Super Bowl. Then the following week, the 11th, we are at my favorite little bowling center, East Lincoln Lanes. And then on the 18th, we go to a brand new center. We are out at Midway Lanes, which is out near Carlisle, I believe. That is adult junior number 4. That is our up-and-coming schedule.
All right, I think we're ready to go here for our title match.
I can tell you right now, Daniel will be finishing his match on lane 5, so that means Alexis will be starting the match.
The difference in the handicap, Zach will be receiving 44 pins.
You know, Skip, actually, this match right here could have potential Player of the Year ramifications.
It could.
We'll talk about that as soon as Matt's done introducing our finalists.
Bowling fans, it is time for our title matches for the 6th major of the season. On the scratch side, we have number 1 seed Daniel Allhouse taking on number 2 seed Alexis Nyer. Daniel has elected to have Alexis start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have number 1 seed Zachary Malinowski taking on number 2 seed Sydney Bone. Zachary has elected to start the match on lane 7, and he gets the difference of a handicap of 44 pins. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our title matches.
All right, off we go.
6th major.
So as I was saying, potential Player of the Year. Yes, it's true that the Prodigy has only won once so far, but that was a major.
That's
So if he wins, I wouldn't put him above Joey yet, with Joey with his 5 titles, but it certainly moves him up.
2 majors, yeah, certainly. Would give the boy a little more inspiration to
Yes.
for the rest of the season.
Let's see what Zach could do. He's up on lane 7. He crosses over. He leaves the 1-3.
Alexis now up on 5 for her first frame. Gets the high flush strike.
Good spare there for Zach. Danny now up, lane 6, first frame. 4-pin.
Not a bad looking shot, just came up a hair high.
He did tell me when in his warm-up shots that lane 6 was definitely the tighter of the 2 lanes for him. That's why he's elected to finish on 5.
Spare there for Daniel. Sydney also leaves a 4-pin. She makes her spare also.
Don't trip there, Skip.
Yeah. Trying to stay on 2 feet. Legs get tired from standing in the same spot, and I don't want to sit down because it's a little too low. All right, All House and Bone now up on 5 and 7 for their second frames. Much better shot there for Daniel. Puts 10 back. Sydney now up on 7. Comes up just a hair high, leaves the 6-10. Very makeable spare. Alexis now up for her second frame. Good shot there for her, leaving the 10-pin.
Looks like for her, lane 6 is the tighter of the 2 lanes as well.
Spare there for Alexis. It's going to be interesting if we see the issues that those 2 bowlers, I mean, from at least 1 frame over there. Alexis has to finish the match over there.
Yes.
So, going to kind of see how the lane breaks down a little bit and what kind of change they can get out of that.
Strike for Alexis in the 3rd. Zach opened up with 2 spares too on the handicap side. He'll be throwing his 3rd frame on lane 7. Altest now up on lane 6.
See if Danny makes any type of an adjustment. Got that ball a little further right. Much better shot there.
He takes a 10-pin lead.
Looks like he gave that ball just a hair bit of loft. I don't know if that was
Loft and
intentional or...
Looked like he gave it a little more room too. It responded. Not many people were playing in where he was today. At least early.
Big 3-bagger there for Old House.
right, Alexis now up in the fourth on lane 6. She is working off of a strike, looking to double. Keep pace in the match. She gives it a little more run too. And she comes in high, leaves the 4-7-9. Makeable split. Don't know if she's just going to try to get the 2 or if she's going to go for it. She just takes the 2. All right, so she has 68 after 4. Sydney with her first open in the match. She has 63 through 4 on the handicap side. Alexis comes in a little high. In her 5th frame, she leaves the 4 pin. Zach working off of an open. He's in his 4th. He comes in light, leaves the 1-2. Spare conversion for Alexis. I don't know, Skip. Danny could get both of them here. He's really going to put the hammer down pretty early.
What was the 7-2 that Alexis left on the right lane?
She let the 4-7-9.
Okay, I was doing some computer work there. I missed that shot.
She gave it a little run too, just like Danny did, and hers cut up.
Lane 6 has been the trouble lane here. Let's see if the kid can throw the same shot. No loft there on that shot. Seemed like he started that just a hair left.
Yes.
Still, no harm, no foul, leaving
Nope.
just the 2 pin. Zach up on lane 7 gets 5.
I think when that ball was probably about 25 feet down the lane, if you could have stopped and told him you'll get a 2 pin, he would say thank you very much.
Got to make the spare here. Spare here is important. Converts.
All right, 31 pin lead for Althouse. Through 5.
Zach Malinowski now looking for his spare. Gets only 2. That will give him 68 in the 5th frame.
112 with his handicap. So far, Sydney hasn't made up too much of the deficit she has with the handicap. But she's only up in the 5th, long way to go. She crosses over, leaves just the 6 pin. See what Althouse could do. Lane 5, frame 6. He mixes them. My buddy Daryl Kreitz is joining us. Daryl's claim to fame. He threw 300 the other week for the first time.
Good for him.
Daryl's a really good guy.
Great bowling, Daniel. Or Daryl, rather, I'm sorry.
I asked Daryl what his series was. 592.
That happens.
Yes. Sorry to say that over YouTube, Daryl, but I'm sure you're laughing right about now. Alexis goes high again on that lane. She leaves herself 4-6-7. She just takes the 2. All right, so she's got 94 out after 6. Sydney to convert the 310, and almost. Alexis up quick. She mixes them.
Sometimes it's best just to get up there and throw it. Don't think about it.
Yes.
Zach now up on lane 8. Leaves the 1-2-10. Althouse now up on lane 6, looking for a double. Oh, gets a little bit of a break there, tripping the 7 off the 7-10. Big break there for Danny.
See if he could convert his 10 pin. Zach crosses over. He leaves himself the 3-9. He's up by about 30 pins. Daniel makes his spare. All right, so he still remains clean through 7.
That's a big spare there for Zach.
Yes.
Not an easy spare there for a right-hander to make. Not always, anyway.
Sydney up. Lane 8. She's working off of an open in lane 7. Daniel up lane 5. He's in the 8th working on a spare. Definitely threw that outside. Looked like he was a little juiced there. Lost it a little bit to the right. Definitely his worst shot of the match. Oh, let's see if he could convert. Sydney makes her 4-7. Keeping pace with Zach. About still a 30-pin lead for Zach. Althouse converts his spare. All right. So this is going to be an important frame skip for Alexis. She hasn't hit lane 6 yet. In fact, she's split the last 2 times.
She's going to need to make an adjustment over there.
This will give her a double.
Oh, she made that adjustment. Much better looking shot. Gets 10.
Yes. Keeps her in the match.
Sydney now up on 7. Makes her 6-10.
All right, Alexis up. Foundation frame 9th, working on a double. Good shot. Best shot of the match for Alexis. That keeps her in. She could still go out for 214.
Yeah, she is certainly not going away easy.
Yes.
Danny now up here for his 9th frame.
Oh, solid 10. All right, if he converts this, he'll be looking for strike spare in the 10th to shut out Alexis. Big spare here. Zach converts his spare. Althouse makes his 10. All right, this is why he chose to finish on lane 5.
Strike on the first ball gives him a chance to win. If he leaves the 9, he will need to strike to possibly force a tie.
Yes. That's the strike. Now he's just looking for one mark. Any mark will do. Sydney up. I thought she made that washout.
Yeah, good spare shot there for her. Good.
And that's pretty much going to end her day. Zach already has 170 with his handicap. Best Sydney could finish is at 163. Great effort today for Sydney.
Absolutely.
All right,
both these handicap bowlers today.
Yes. Over to the scratch side we go. Althouse looking for a spare to wrap up any kind of mark, wraps up this match. And that will do it. Major number 2 for Danny Althouse.
So now I have to ask, you said you picked him up off the road and brought him here today. Where do you drop him off at? Same spot or?
No. Well, since he won today, yes. Usually if he doesn't do too good, I make him walk a little further.
You drop him off at the first light instead of the second light.
That is correct.
Okay.
It's fun watching him try to carry 4 bowling balls worth of equipment. That's the way you want to finish the 10th. All right. Althouse 225.
Drop him off on Main Street in Stoutsburg.
By the way, Skip, Dara wrote back, he said, yep, I went dilly-dilly.
To the pit of misery.
To the pit of misery.
Dilly-dilly to you, Daryl.
Daryl's a really good guy.
Strike there for Alexis to close out, to start to close out her 10th frame here. 214 if she strikes out. Well, she certainly did get that right lane figured out.
Yes, she definitely figured it out.
Absolutely no doubt about that.
2 splits did cost her. All right, both #1 seeds are going to be your champion today in the $300 top prize and the glass trophy.
All right, I'm going to go help Matt hand out the awards then and let you wrap this up.
225, 212 victory for Althouse. All right, we will hand out awards to the winners, and then we will bring them back for post-match interviews. You have been watching the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour coming to you live from ABC East. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Sixth major of the PJBT season, our runner-up finisher in the scratch division, receiving a $150 scholarship, certificate, and award goes to Alexis Nyer.
Alexis Nyer, runner-up finisher today, $150 into her scholarship fund. Awesome day there for Alexis. She came out of nowhere after qualifying.
And our runner-up finisher in the handicap division, receiving a $150 scholarship, certificate, and award goes to Sydney Bone.
Sydney Bone. $150 into her scholarship fund for her second place finish.
And on to our champions. In the scratch division, receiving a $300 scholarship, certificate, and the first place class bowling pin for major title goes to Daniel Allhouse.
Danny Althouse, major title winner #2 on the season, $300 into his scholarship fund.
And in the handicap division, our winner getting a $300 scholarship, certificate, and the first place class bowling pin for a major title goes to Zachary Malinowski.
Zachary Malinowski, your champion in the handicap division. $300 into his scholarship fund. All right, so we're going to take some pictures, and I will set up the camera for the interviews. Stay with us. That camera right there. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. We are here today with our... Oh, Mom and Dad are going to film this now. You're going to be a star being here with PA Fats. You do realize that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. We are here today with our handicap champion, Zach Molinowski. Did I say that right?
My last name is pronounced Malinowski.
That's pretty close for me. That's
Yeah.
about as good as it's going to get. Congratulations. Is
Thank
this
you.
your first PJBT victory?
Yes.
This is a great one for your first. The majors are always the best ones to win. You get more money than any others, and you get a nice look at that trophy. That's going to sit in your trophy case for the rest of your life. Right?
Yep.
Yep. So, how old are you?
Almost 11.
Almost 11. Where do you bowl out of?
I bowl at ABC West Lanes.
Oh, not too far up the road from here. Yes. Is this his first year on the PJBT Tour? This is your first tournament on the PJBT Tour. Well, that's a great way to start. That's awesome. So tell me, what bowling balls were you throwing today?
My strike ball was a high road from
Okay.
Storm.
Mm-hmm. Is that the only one you used today?
My spare ball was ice from Storm also.
That's okay. So you like Storm equipment, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a coach up at ABC West that you want to say thanks to right about now? Hopefully they're watching.
Thanks to Coach Lori.
Coach Lori, definitely. So, first PJBT. I can pretty much guarantee you've never bowled on an oil pattern like this before. Plays a lot different than a house shot, right?
Yeah.
What did you do on 47 feet of oil to win this tournament?
I threw my ball more to the middle to
Okay.
strike.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
I stood to the left and threw it to the middle.
Well, that's pretty much what you want to do on 47 feet. You either want to move left and play inside or move way right and play straight down and in. But today the left, the scratch division champion too, he played left and he went inside out too. All right. Look at that camera right there. Say whatever you want to say. Say thanks to whoever you want to thank. Maybe Mom and Dad and little sister and PA Fats and everybody else.
Thanks to my mom and dad for bringing me here.
Is that it? Okay. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for bringing them here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your handicap division champion, his first PJBT tournament, winning the $300 top prize. Zach, I'll let you say your last name.
Malinowski.
Malinowski. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll see you down the road. Yes? No? Maybe
Yep.
so? All right.
Probably.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. First off, before we start this, got a note here to say hi to Parker Bone watching in Finland.
Good for Parker?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
pretty late over there.
It is pretty late over there.
11.
Hey, major number 2 on the season. Puts you right in the hunt for Player of the Year.
If I could win a couple more titles,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Tell me how you attacked this 47-foot pattern today.
Well, being 47 feet, I naturally put surface on a pretty strong ball to get some sort of reaction. And early it hooked a lot. I actually never stood right of 34. I
Wow.
looked at about 21, 22, 23 all day and tried to put the ball around 10 down lane. I had standing there at a little bit of hold. I could pull it into like 12, 13, and it might sit there or just 4-pin. Actually, that 1, 2, 4 was like the only time I really missed right all day.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I made spares, it was
Yes.
pretty easy.
I would definitely say potentially the turning point in your championship match over Lexus happened right even before the match started when you chose to finish on lane 5.
I actually liked lane 5 a lot more. That ball I was throwing hit a lot better on that lane.
It looked like it did.
On lane 6, it was laboring just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, I left 2 10-pins.
Yes. On good shots. They looked pretty good.
They were both pretty good.
Alexis definitely had some trouble on lane 6 in the middle of the game, which then she found it afterwards and all struck on all but the fill to make the game close.
I was thinking before the match even started that she might switch to that. And I was like, this pattern being kind of fresh, if she misses just a little bit, she could split pretty easily. I'm sure she didn't miss by a whole lot on that 4-7-9 and
Nope.
the big 4 or whatever she left. 4, 6, 7.
4, 6, 7, yes. All right. Well, I know you're in the midst of your high school season.
Yes.
How's that going for you?
I'm personally doing pretty good. I'm averaging 233, 234. Our team's doing really good. We're 21-3 overall.
That's good.
Yeah, that's going very well.
All right. Looking at that camera there. Say whatever you want to say. Thank whoever you want to thank.
Well, first I'll thank him, surprisingly, because he's been helping me a little bit with my game, especially the mental side of it, and just some better shot making, different things with my hands. Right?
Yes.
That's all I really got.
Really?
Yeah.
Your Saturday morning coaches that help you out?
Oh, yeah. Harry and Al, they've been
Yes.
helping me a lot on a Saturday.
Yes.
Just watching, seeing exactly what I'm doing.
Yes. Maybe your Conrad Weiser coach?
Brian,
Yes.
yeah, he's been helping.
Yes. Maybe the girl that's usually by your side, just to say hi to her?
Hi, Mackenzie.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap this up. Winning the Scratch Division, his second major of the year, putting away another $300 into his scholarship fund. Plus, you won brackets, you won Eliminator, you won Winner Take All today. Nice little payday for this gentleman. Danny Althouse, congratulations. All right. So, it gets a little weird when you have to interview potentially your own child.
Well, you know, he bowled really well today. I hope you at least drop him off within 2 blocks of the house.
We'll see. We'll see.
But just a reminder, just to sum things up, tonight is the deadline for your cheaper registration for the 21 and under doubles next weekend. So
Yes.
get those entries in. We're hoping to get pretty good field there out there next week. I do believe we had 60-some teams last year. So
Yes, it
we would
was-
certainly like to match that.
Yes.
But other than that, hopefully we see everybody next week.
And as a little caveat, Matt's not going to be there the next 2 weeks.
Home of the 90-second announcements.
All right, so let's wrap this up, and I'm sure we're going to go eat somewhere. So for all the PJBT crew, Travis and Jen, Brent, Mom and Pop, Brady, Peyton, Brittany, Stacy, Matt, he's Skip, I'm PA Fats. We will see you next week from Trindle. Have a good evening.
So
See
long.
ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.